Good morning students. I hope you all understood what we discussed in the last class. We started the class by learning what is an AP, what are the terms of the AP, common difference and the general form of an AP. Let me revise once again. What is an AP? A sequence in which each term is obtained by adding a constant number to the preceding term. It is an AP. And the constant number is called common difference denoted by the letter D. The terms of the AP are A1, A2, A3, etc. AN. To find the common difference, we will use the formula D equals A2 minus A1. The general form of an AP is A plus D, A plus 2D, etc. A plus N minus 1 into D. And in the last class, we completed first exercise, second main. Now we will move on to the third main. Third main is, for the following APs, write the first term and common difference. The first question is, three, 1, minus 1, minus 3. We have to find out the first term and common difference. The first term is denoted by the letter A. A is equal to 3. Common difference, the formula is A2 minus A1 equals, second term is 1 minus 3. It is minus 2. So D is minus 2, A is 3. Now the third sum. Terms are 1 by 3, 5 by 3, 9 by 3, 13 by 3, etc. etc. So here A is equal to 1 by 3. Again D equals A2 minus A1, 5 by 3 minus 1 by 3 equals, as the common denominator is common, 3 we will write 5 minus 1. So it is 4 by 3. Common difference is 4 by 3 and the first term is 1 by 3. So if that AP is given, how to find out the common difference and write the first term. Now next name. First question. 2, 4, 8, 16. The question is, which of the following are APs? If they form an AP, find the common difference and write the next 3 terms. So here first we should find out, is this an AP or not? If it is an AP, write the common difference and write the next 3 more terms. So let me check what is it an AP or not. To find out whether it is an AP, we will find out the common difference. So first D is equal to A2 minus A1. That is 4 minus 2. We'll get 2. Once again we'll check whether we are getting the same difference or not. D equals, so which formula we will use? Third term minus second term. That is 8 minus 4. A3 minus A2. A3 is 8. 8 minus 4 equals 4. Here we got D as 2 and here it is 4. Are they same? No. So as D is not equal, it is not an AP. So here we will write 2 is not equal to 4. Therefore, it is not an AP. The next sum. Second one. The second question is 2, 5 by 2, 3, 7 by 2, etc. So here once again let me write this as 2. All of you know that 5 by 2 is 2.5. Again 3, 7 by 2 is 3.5. When we write like this, it is easy to find out the common difference. So here we are going to find out the common difference D. D is equal to A2 minus A1 is equal to 2.5 minus 2 is equal to 0.5. Once again we will check. D is equal to A3 minus A2 is equal to 3 minus 2.5 is equal to 0.5. So as the common difference is same, we will confirm that this is an AP. It is an AP. Now if it is an AP, we have to find out 3 more terms. So to find 3 more terms, we have already 4 terms are there. So we have to find out the 5th term. So as you all know, to find out 5th term, we will add 4th term and common difference. So 4th term is 7 by 2. Shall I write 3.5 plus common difference is 0.5. It is 4. 6th term is 5th term plus common difference. So A5 plus common difference, that is 4 plus 0.5. 4 plus 0.5 is 4.5. 4.5, I'll write it as a fraction. Which is a fraction for 4.5? It is 9 by 2. And the 7th term is 6th term plus common difference. So 4.5 plus 0.5, it is 5. So the next 3 terms are 4, 9 by 2 and 5. The next sum is the 5th question is 3, 3 plus root 2, 3 plus 2 root 2, 3 plus 3 root 2, etc. So first term A equals 3. D equals A2 minus A1. That is 3 plus root 2 minus 3. Plus 3 minus 3 will cancel. We'll get difference as root 2. Once again we'll check. D equals A3 minus A2 equals 3 plus 2 root 2 minus 3 plus root 2. So whenever you will write after minus sign more than one term, you have to put the bracket. Is equal to 3 plus 2 root 2 minus into 3 minus 3 minus into plus root 2 minus root 2. So multiply the sign with the terms inside the bracket. Now 3 and minus 3 will cancel. 2 root 2 minus root 2. That is 2 root 2 minus 1 root 2. It is 1 root 2. So 1 root 2 you can write or only write root 2. 1 root 2 is equal to root 2. So here common difference is same. It is an AP. Now we have to write the next 3 more terms. In this sum it is very easy to write the next 3 terms. You no need to use the formula. Directly we can write it. See, the first term is 3. Second term is 3 plus root 2. Third term is 3 plus 2 root 2. Next term is 3 plus 3 root 2. First, second, third, fourth. So fifth term directly we can write it. Fifth term will be 3 plus, here it is 1 root 2, 2 root 2, 3 root 2. So which is the next number? It is 4 root 2. Who wanted to use the formula? You can use the formula. A4 plus D you can write and add it, or directly we can write this. This is very easy to write. And the sixth term when we write, again we will write 3 plus 4 root 2 become 5 root 2. Again one more term, A7 equals 3 plus 6 root 2. Who wanted to use the formula, you can use it. A5 is equal to A4 plus D. That is 3 plus 3 root 2 plus root 2. 3 root 2 plus root 2 become 4 root 2. So fifth term, sixth term and seventh term. Now we will see the 11th question. It is A square, A cube, A raised to 4, etc. So we are going to find out D. D is equal to A2 minus A1. It is A square minus A. Can we subtract A square minus A? A square minus A. Both are having algebraic term with different powers. We cannot subtract. Maximum if you want we can take a common letter A if you want. Otherwise we can leave it as it is. If you take 1a from a square, 1a will remain and minus already a we had taken. So a into what is a? It is 1. We can write it here or we can stop it here. Next, once again we will find out d. It is a3 minus a2. a3 is a cube minus a2 is a square. The same way a cube minus a square. We cannot subtract. Maximum x square we can take it common. The remaining term is a because a square into a is a cube minus here it will become 1. So here it is a into a minus 1. In this case it is a square into a minus 1. D is not same. Therefore it is not an AP. So if you want we can write a into a minus 1 is not equal to a square into a minus 1. That is D is not same. It is not an AP. Now we'll see the 12th question. Root 2, root 8, root 18, root 32, etc. So first we will see root, what is D. Before that, we'll simplify these terms. So directly we cannot subtract. First we will simplify all the terms. Root 2 we can write as it is. Root 8 can be written as, you know how to factorize and write prime factorization. 2 4s are 8, 2 2s are. So here we will get 1. So root 8 can be written as root of 2 into 2 into 2. Next, root 8. Similarly, root 18 can be written as root of 2 into 3 into 3. Root 18, 2 into 3 into 3. Root 32, 2 into 2 into 2. 5 2's when you multiply, you will get 32. 2 2's are 4, 4 2's are 8, 2's are 16, 2's are 32. So all these terms, once again we will write it as root 2. You all studied that how to take from root similar numbers. From two similar number, we will take one number out. So this will become 2 root 2. Here from two similar number, we will take 1 3 outside, 3 root 2. Here from these two number 1 2 and from here 1 2. So here 1 2 and here 1 2, it become 2 into 2 4. So it will become 4 root 2, etc. So root 2, root 8, root 18, root 32 can be simplified as root 2, 2 root 2, 3 root 2 and 4 root 2, etc. See this factorization you can work out here and write it here. How will you get this? Now we will find out D. D is equal to A2 minus A1. That is 2 root 2 minus 1 root 2 or root 2. 2 root 2 minus 1 root 2 is root 2. Once again D is equal to third term minus second term equals 3 root 2 minus 2 root 2 is equal to root 2. So common difference is same. Therefore, it is an AP. It is an AP. Now we have to find out 3 more terms. To find 3 more terms, first, second, third, fourth, we have to find out the fifth term. Fifth term is, if it is root 2, 2 root 2, 3 root 2, 4 root 2, the next term will be 5 root 2. So I will write it fourth term plus common difference, that is 4 root 2 plus root 2. It is 5 root 2. How will we change 5 root 2 in terms like this? We have to write, because here it is root 2, root 8, root 18, root 32, etc. We have to find out the next number. To find out as it is, what we have to do is put a root, find the square, that is 5 square into root 2 square. 5 square is 25, root 2 square is 2, root 2 square, root 2 into root 2, it is 2, root 50. So the fifth term is root 50. So whether understood this? Root 2 square, I will write it once again and show you later how we are getting this 2. Next term is sixth term A6, that is directly I will write 5 root 2 means next term will be 6 root 2. To convert into this form, we have to put a root both the number you have to take square. That is 6 square into root 2 square. 6 square is 36. Root 2 square is 2. 36 into 2, root 72 you will get. Again, to last term, A7 is 7 root 2. It is root of 7 square into root 2 square. It is root 49 into 2 equals root 98. So the terms are, after root 32, the next term is root 50, next term is root 72 and the last term is root 98. The 13th question is root 3, root 6, root 9, root 12, etc. See, here also we will simplify first, then we will do the sum. Root 3 is root 3 as it is. Root 6 if you write, we can write only as 3 into 2. Here no common terms are there. So no need to write like this. Directly we can write root 6. Just I showed you. Root 9 you all know what is root 9. It is 3. Root 12 can be factorized as 2 into 3 etc. So here first term is root 3. Second term as it is root 6 because we cannot take any number outside the root. Third term is 3 and the fourth term is from two similar number, one number out and the single number will be under root. So these are the terms. So now we will find out D. D is equal to A2 minus A1. That is root 6 minus root 3. As I told you, we cannot subtract two irrational numbers. So as it is, we will leave it. Next, once again, we will find out D. It is A3 minus A2. That is 3 minus root 6. 3 is a whole number or a rational number. Root 6 is an irrational number. We cannot subtract. Leave it as it is. As D is different, it is not a AP. Root 6 minus root 3 is not equal to 3 minus root 6. Therefore, it is not an AP. I hope you all understood these sums. We'll see you in the next class.